The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Harrison stood, his weathered face a mask of controlled fury. For 3 hours, he had listened to the Veltar Imperium's demands with diplomatic patience. Now, that patience had reached its end. "Let me understand this correctly," Harrison said, his voice dangerously quiet. "You want Earth to surrender our outer colonies, pay tribute of half our annual GDP, and provide forced labor for your mining operations?" High Chancellor Vrexith's serpentine neck swayed with arrogant confidence. "Those are our generous terms, human. Your species has exactly 72 hours to comply, or we will demonstrate why the Veltar Imperium has conquered 47 star systems." The other council members shifted uncomfortably. The Veltar were known for their ruthless efficiency in warfare. Most species negotiated rather than face their military might. Harrison looked around the chamber at the assembled representatives, beings from across the galaxy who had all, at one point or another, bent the knee to Veltar demands rather than risk annihilation. "Chancellor," Harrison said slowly, "I think there's been a fundamental misunderstanding about humanity." "Enlighten me," Vrexith hissed mockingly. Harrison activated his personal datapad and began reading. "In the past 3,000 years of recorded human history, we have been at peace for a total of—" He paused, double-checking the number. "Approximately 268 years. That's less than 9% of our existence." A murmur rippled through the chamber. "You see," Harrison continued, warming to his topic, "most species discover space travel after they've evolved past their aggressive phase. They develop faster-than-light technology as peaceful explorers, curious scientists, enlightened philosophers." Chancellor Vrexith's eyes narrowed. "Your point. Humans developed spaceflight as a weapons delivery system." Harrison's smile was cold. "Our first satellites were spy networks. Our first space stations were military outposts. We reached for the stars not in peace, but because we wanted the ultimate high ground for our wars." The chamber had grown deathly quiet. Every human child learns about Alexander, Caesar, Napoleon, Patton, Sun Tzu, and 1,000 other military leaders before they learn about our scientists. We study the art of war in school. We turn economic competition into warfare metaphors. We've weaponized everything from kitchen utensils to music. Harrison walked closer to the Veltar delegation. "You want to know what makes humans different from every other species in this chamber? When you threatened us, every other race began calculating surrender terms. But humans—" He laughed, and the sound sent chills through the assembled delegates. "We began calculating how many of your worlds we could take with us when we fall. Impossible Vrexit sputtered. You're a single world with primitive technology. Chancellor, we have a saying on Earth. If you want peace, prepare for war. But we have another saying, too. If you want war, we'll give you war." Harrison's eyes gleamed. "And unlike every other species you've conquered, we've spent 3 millennia perfecting the art of giving people war." He activated another display showing Earth's solar system. "Right now, our primitive technology is mass-producing autonomous weapons platforms. Our single world has colonies on 43 planets and mining operations on over 200 asteroids. Our peaceful exploration fleet numbers over 12,000 ships." The Chancellor's confident posture began to waver. "But here's the thing that should really worry you," Harrison continued. "Humans don't just fight wars. We enjoy them. We write songs about them. We make movies celebrating them. We voluntarily participate in simulated warfare for entertainment." He leaned forward, his voice dropping to a whisper that somehow carried through the entire chamber. "So yes, Chancellor, you want war? We'll give you war. We'll give you the kind of war that your species' worst nightmares can't imagine. We'll give you 3,000 years of accumulated tactical knowledge, delivered by a species that considers warfare an art form." Harrison straightened up and addressed the entire council. "Earth's answer to the Veltar ultimatum is simple. Come and take it." As the human ambassador walked out of the chamber, every delegate sat in stunned silence, finally understanding why the humans had never needed to surrender. They had never learned how.